Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ninja Machine League. We are in week 10. It's the double digits now. We are just 4 weeks away from the NML playoffs. And we have some potential clinching scenarios this week, I believe. Taking a look here. I think the Reno runners are in. Maybe not for sure. Maybe they need to win this week and get some help. Same with the Seoul Dragons, both of our 8-1 teams. We have a couple teams at 7-2, but a huge lot of teams at 5-4 and 4-5. And everybody's won at least 2 games this season, which is nice to see. So a lot at stake this week, and weirdly, no top teams playing each other this week. So I'm just going off of the schedule order. I forgot to put it in the description, but it's in the Discord server in the general channel. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. And we'll get started with the Chicago Crusaders and the Hawaii Honu. Both these teams won last week. Chicago 5-4, having won their last 2 games. In their 5 wins, they've scored at least 95 points every time. In fact, they've scored 89 points or more in every game this season. Same cannot be said of Hawaii, who have put up a couple stinkers, but they do have 113 and 116 under their belt. And they'll be on Shamrock, our oldest course versus our newest course this week, as in a couple matches we'll see the debut of Banana. And Jinwen Yang is going to get things started this week, but the fail of Dutch Courage. Emily Keener doesn't do much better. There's our first clear. And Olianic clears right back, so the 2 Germans clearing. Sam Folsom, one of 3 athletes on the cover this week. I'm going to, because there's only 2 people. Four straight clears now. Both teams starting to get into a groove. 5 straight. Can Gilmarantz keep it up? He can. And the Honu actually come out the better of it, despite Sam getting the fastest time by 15 seconds. Only though failing hourglass drop. Moritz Hahn's getting a little bit better. Keener struggled mightily on counter movement, but did at least beat hourglass drop. And there's our first clear by Yusuke Morimoto, tying this game up. Jean Tezanos getting the lead right back. This is probably the hardest second stage we have. Basically everything you can fail, including Burando right there by Junwen Yang. He only puts up 8 this week. And the Honu take a 1-point lead into the 3rd stage. And we know how dangerous Chicago's stage 3 is. But look at this, the Honu putting their foot on the gas. And clear by Evan White. A lot of misses by Yusuke, but he gets the faster time. So it's down to Jean Tezanos and Sam Folsom. And Sam probably going to ice this one. He does. Does just enough. And the Chicago Crusaders keep up their streak of scoring 95 in every game. They win this one 98-93. Both teams just short of a century. Hawaii their highest score in a loss this season, as they go down to 4-6. Next up, the Melbourne Mighties and Panama Caneleros. Melbourne entering this game 7-2, having won their last 4. Panama 3-6, starting 3-0 and then losing 6 in a row. So they'll look to get back on the right track. Melbourne, of course, hates Shamrock. This might be their last time this regular season playing it. as I imagine they'll be banning it. Roller coaster fail out of Miachoka. Mother tongue fail for Olivia. Will we get a 50-50? We will. And the Caneleros in the lead by 1 point. Olivia with 1 point. Brutal week for her. And that might cost the Caneleros. Takasuka not even putting up a single point in this stage. More hourglass drop fails. More hourglass drop fails. The league's leading scorer, Jake Lewis. And look at this lead. The Caneleros got 5 points in that stage. Melbourne, meanwhile, 31. So this should be a runaway. And that will ice it. That's my air conditioner. It's loud. I'm not sorry. Jay is not going to be the leading point scorer anymore. And a clear for good measure, but this match was over before it started. 88-71 your final. Miyoko with the $111 on the way out. And Panama has now lost 7 straight after starting their season 3-0. Next we have the Indianapolis Inferno and Atlanta Aces. Of course, Atlanta famously starting the season 0-6. They won 2 in a row before losing last week. Indianapolis also Indianapolis 3-6. They have struggled as of late. They lost last week and have lost 5 of their last 6. But they did get 97 points last week, so no slouches. And this is our first banana. I put in the wrong blick wall. Well, okay, so I'm going to have to edit it. Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't test this very much. And the Inferno lead by 19 points. Oh, timeout by Elijah. Another timeout, this one much closer. There's a clear by Yuri Prokudin. It's time limit, no joke, I guess. Gavinobi with the clear. And our first actual fail. More timeouts. Rope jungle fail. Lily Barrett with an opportunity. Clears in the women's time limit. And the Inferno lead by 3 points. Oh, all the glory fail. Caleb Bergstrom. Fails the bar spin as well. Yuri ices it. Nothing Gavinobi can do here. Clears anyway, and there you go. 1 point game. As these guys made roughshod on the third stage. 2 last obstacle fails and 2 clears. as the Inferno win this one 102-101, and the Aces lose to another Century. All 8 of their losses have been to Centuries. Just horrifically unlucky. Their opponents haven't scored less than 96 points all season. Maryland Hawks and Vermont Victors. This is actually really irritating me, so I'm going to... Yeah, Risings, I see you, but it was fair for both teams. How's that fair? Because both teams did the same wall. And nobody timed out on it. Maryland enters this game 6-3, having won 5 of their last 6. Vermont enters 4-5, having lost their last 2. Quick fail for Addie Herman. Quick fail for Cam Godbout. Okay. Oh, because I have to restart the game. Alright, so everybody's getting the wrong Blick Wall this week. Or no, I'll restart after this one. No, we're not restarting. I just have to restart the game. The engine. I have to restart the engine. This time that might be too hard. Yeah, this time it's too hard. This was no contest from the start, and the Maryland Hawks win 104-71. That's 3 straight losses now for Vermont. Which brings us to the San Antonio Stallions and Reno Runners, also on Banana. Reno, of course, 8-1. They have yet to score below, or they did score below 100 points once, but they scored 98. They've scored over 110 points 7 times. Oh, and so now it's gonna... just fail everybody on Banana Mountain. Yeah, this time with some bullshit. I'm going to raise it for next week. Imagine if the Stallions actually win. Okay, they're not gonna. So the Reno Runners go to 9-1, and yeah, they still win 98-62. So they've scored 98 points in every game. There were 4 clears in that match. Cologne Condors and Milan Marauders on Shamrock. Cologne 3-6, but they have won their last 2 games. Milan also winning their last 2 games. They're 5-4. KK, league's top scoring woman, gets the clear. Jackson with the fastest time, and the Marauders lead by 6. Tada with the clear. Same for Sean Bryan. Can KK get the 2 for 2? She can. And the Marauders lead by 20. So the Marauders, looks like, they're going to get another century. It's their 6th straight week with a century. Cologne will end their winning streak and go to 3-6. Milan could be a sneaky threat. They play consistently. 128 and 127 in their last 2 weeks. Detroit Demons and New Haven Whalers. There are no viewers. I'm doing this for nothing. Okay, there are viewers. Why is it saying that I have no viewers? That's weird. Detroit leads by 10. But were we tied going in? It was a 2-point game. It's not anymore. Matthias Norell with a chance to ice it. And does! And the Detroit Demons are going to win. New Haven loses again. Detroit wins their 4th in a row after starting 2-4. New Haven won 5 straight and have now lost 5 straight. Insane streakiness. Next we have the Toronto Racoons and San Francisco Overdrive. They'll be on Shamrock. Whoa. Well, everybody knows what secret is now. San Francisco's lost their last 4 after starting 4-1. Toronto is 2-7. With no centuries. In fact, they are... there are a lot of teams that haven't scored a century yet this season. So only 2 clears. Vance Walkworth the faster time. Somehow Grace Gordon one of those 2. Jaden, what are you doing? Oh, Sean McCall. That's interesting. Okay, well, this is a low-scoring game. Can San Francisco get off of the losing train? They will! Toronto with this season... No, not a season low 47. They scored 36 a couple weeks ago. So one of the lower-scoring games we've seen this season, maybe the lowest. 58-47 is all we get out of that. And it didn't count because it was supposed to be on Shamrock. I've lost all focus. Much better scoring now. Jaden still fails 2.1. Toronto up 7. No, hold on. Oh, wow, clear from Kyle Soderman. Luke Beckstrand probably needs to clear to put the pressure on. Doesn't. And Hollis Lansford can... Oh, my goodness. Hollis chokes and the Overdrive end their losing streak, 86-83. Gray scored an OP. Jacksonville Jackals, Austin Antelopes. Austin started 1-4, but they've won 3 of their last 4. Jacksonville 2-7. And they're on banana. Jacksonville off into the distance here. But Austin reels it back a little bit. And Austin has taken the lead, actually. Jacksonville going to need something big here on stage 3. That does not help. And the Austin Antelopes have won 5 of their last 6. Caden Lebsack gets the clear for good measure. 94-64 your final. And our last banana game of the day will be the Reading Express and Houston Hurricanes. Houston entering this game 7-2, Reading 6-3. Great start for Houston. Are they going to sweep it? Oh, they just missed out on the 4-for-4. But they lead 51-33. Yuval Shamrock with the clear. Yeah, I'm changing the time limit. This is a bullshit time limit. Maybe not. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Phil Folsom, of course, will clear easily. And now we're starting to see what we expected out of the Reno runners. Houston might have just put up the top score of the season. They definitely had the top score on banana, 135-72. They had a 134 earlier this season. I think that might be the season high. Just by a cursory glance, it is. So they break their own record, and Houston moves up to 8-2. Reading down to 6-4. 3 Shamrocks to end things off today, starting with the Vancouver Voyagers and Colchester Athletics. Vancouver forgot to change their lineup, so they still have Billy Dixon in. Vancouver 5-4. They did win last week though. Colchester 2-7. They've dropped their last 3. I'm just gonna right now. No, do I want to? Can't decide if I want to change the time limit or not. Ooh. A Shamrock timeout. You don't see those very often. And Colchester has just gone 4 for 4. But Vancouver did quite well, actually. Yano fills the first beam of Burando somehow. Well, Colchester might be getting a season high here. They have a runner in hand and the lead. That was not great. Kevin Rodriguez will need to clear at least 6 obstacles here to stay in this game. There's 4. And that's not enough. The Colchester Athletics have won 3 games. They win this one 78-69. Wellington Wizards and Minneapolis Mystics. Wellington, of course, are 2-time defending champs, but they are on the precipice of not making the playoffs this season. They're 4-5. Minneapolis, 7-2. Or Brown John not doing great there. Of course, neither did Millie Baker. $5,555 for Wellington. We're tied at 15. Wellington with the clear. Kai Beckstrand will clear right back. And it'll be Minneapolis on clear bonuses, taking a 2-point lead. Wow, Tyler Smith. Kai Beckstrand destroying stage 2. Zach Keenan with a pretty good time himself. Jarrah clears, and it's a 13-point lead for Wellington. This would be a shocker, although I guess it's never really a shocker when Wellington wins. Tyler Smith will do much better than he did on stage 2, although not that much better. Asa can clear 6 obstacles and put this away. And he does. The Wellington Wizards are at 500. They win this one 101-90. And Minneapolis has shockingly dropped 2 straight. And that brings us to the quote-unquote main event. I guess if you can call it that. The Bradford Bulldogs and the Seoul Dragons. The match that just happens to be last in the order because they didn't make a ordered lineup this week. Bradford entering this game 4-5. Seoul, the number 1 seed in the International Conference, at 8-1. Starting things off 4 for 4, and that was quick. 2 roller coaster fails. And that might be all we get. Well, that doesn't happen very often. Bradford leads this one 46-34. What's Bradford's season high? Oh, well, they... How about this? Their 4 highest scores are 102, 100, 97, and 91, and all 4 of those games were losses. So it looks like Bradford is going to pull the upset here if they can keep their foot on the gas. Okay. So just the one clear of stage 2. There's a clear of stage 3, and this one, I believe, is over. It is now. Seoul is going to put up a season low, assuming they don't get it clear here. Wow. Okay, Bradford with a new season high easily. Seoul with a new season low easily, and our main event ends in an absolute blowout, 118-58. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.